Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with a pick a card and your weekly reading and love message from your person. So I had a whole plan in place and it didn't work out, but this is plan number 2, and I thought I'll just use markers of the devil and my favorite devil and my favorite decks. And I think that's perfect because the devil represents Capricorn in tarot. So, and we're having a Capricorn full moon. So here you go. Here's your Capricorn full moon message too. So you have 3 sexy devils to choose from. Here is the devil from the Light Seers Tarot. Here's the devil from the Thelema Tarot, and here's the devil from Enchanted Romance Tarot. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. Close your eyes, release your breath, open your eyes. Now let them be drawn to the devil that is calling you. Oh, I know he's reaching his hand out for you. He's reaching 2 hands out. He's got a girl dangling on his hand there. He's got puppeteer here, like, feel the vibe. This is the devil that's controlling the couple. So, and a lot of people see, and I know Journey into the Night sees the devil as a twin flame symbol as well, like twin flames coming into the 3D. I kind of like to see this particular devil in my deck representing something like that as well. But, take it as how you want to take it. Right now, it just represents Capricorn. Let's begin. Okay, here's pile number 1 with this sexy Light Seers devil. This looks kind of like, Vice, like he's got a grip on this person. Oh, we got some extra music going on. Okay, so let's see what your romantic fairy has to say. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna say, this is kind of like just gives you a general atmosphere, a vibe, a sensation. But we got marriage card popping out and reaching out and healing connection. Okay, wedding bells are ringing. So this is something that could evolve into marriage. Expect a call or a text from someone, your person of interest. And yeah, that's what we're doing your reading on, your person of interest. Can be anybody from a crush to a twin flame. I'm feeling if this is, even the person that you marry could evolve, maybe eventually evolve into your, maybe the crush could eventually evolve into the person you marry. You just never know. But anyway, yes, so your romance is a deep learning experience that will transform your life. Whatever stage you are in this romance with this person, just know that it's an evolving thing. It's an ongoing process, and it may be something that turns into a lifetime situation for you. All right, so let's see what the Faery Forecast has to say. I think next week I'll break in the mini deck. But y'all, it's available. The miniature version of this deck plus extra cards is available now at a nice lower price on Make Playing Cards. Check out my links. Alright, let's see what this one is. We have Lunasa. Lunasa is a lovely festival in August. Yes, August 1st and 2nd. So maybe something exciting's happening. This Lunasa it represents the first harvest. It's a little early for first harvest. It's still summertime for most of us, or at least in the northern hemisphere it is. But it's talking about fairies bringing the grain and the corn, making bread, bringing harvest. But in a general sense, this is about being grateful for all that you have, because the fairies will bring you even more blessings. So this is very sweet. It goes very nicely with your reading so far. Just feel grateful and blessed for what you have right now, because more is on the way. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to use my Enchanted Romance tarot minus the Devil card. So the Devil's not going to come out again because it's sitting there waiting. It's in the waiting room. All right, let's see. Well, what's going on here? Maybe there's a little bit of apathy. Somebody is not expressing love to somebody else. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean within your relationship with your person that you're thinking of. It could be either one of these people. Like, say you, for instance, you're not entertaining offers from any other guys. You don't only have your mindset on one person, or maybe he is your person is not interested in anybody else but you as well. So there is that possibility. Like there is, I feel like there is a connection here that doesn't have the spark and the passion that's outside of your connection with your person. Let's find out more about that. Who is that? Like a karmic. Okay, let me just be blunt. A karmic. But the King of Cups here, this is the young King of Cups. He's got a lot of love and passion for you, and he has the desire to move towards you. So that could be leaving somebody that he's not interested in and coming towards you, or the other way around, you leaving somebody and meeting him halfway or going towards him. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So let's see what some love notes are. Here we have the beige ones. These are, I kind of see these as the masculine speaking. Let's see. All right, we have, you are perfect. I just love all of you. You and I will always meet somewhere in between. I never knew what love was until you showed me. You are everything that I could ever want or need. How far we go always seems to get better with time. Very nice. And then let's see what the feminine response is. Or you can also take it more of the masculine with the pink cards. Let's see what they have to say. Okay. You have, be my shield and protect me. You are the first person that comes to mind. I am my best self when you are around. It does actually sound like a little conversation here, doesn't it? Let's see. Let's do this in conversation style. Let's see. All right. So, you are perfect. I just love all of you. Be my shield and protect me. You and I will always meet somewhere in between. You are the first person that comes to mind. I never knew what love was until you showed me. I'm my best self when you are around. You are everything that I could ever want or need. Let's get one more from her. You are my Two of Cups. How far we go always seems to get better with time. Very nice. All right. Let's add a little music to it. So my Enchanted Embrace cards, love lyrics. I guess my next project is going to be the second edition of this, and I'm going to call it Enchanted Kiss, I think. So yeah, I'm going to get working on that. I have so many things jumping around in my head that I want to work on. I don't know, something about this deck, you know, there's times where it leaves me a little sad. So, and the other deck too. And so I don't know, like, maybe. Anyway, some of these are not even love songs or love lyrics, but this is saying, let me be your emperor. And I want to spend my lifetime loving you. And I love you. And you are so beautiful to me. There you go. All right, and let's see now, how is your person feeling using the Sentimental Silhouettes? I say person, you know, it can be male, female, masculine, feminine, querent, or cross-watcher. Let's see what we got. How are they feeling? How are they feeling? Unsure. Honestly, I'm not really sure how I feel. Give me some time to think about it. I mean, they love you and they have all these feelings, but what they're feeling about themselves, maybe in the relationship, maybe their 3D self is their ego, you know, they're in doubts right now. Let's see what else. We want them to be sure. Yeah, maybe maybe you have a long distance relationship and the distance is bothering them. Feeling the chill and the distance, left out. Could be somebody could be blocked here or ghosted maybe. Oh, but look. This is like long-term goals are marriage. Without a doubt, you're the one for me. My other half, will you marry me? Joyful, feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. And anxious. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Maybe I'm in my head too much. Some of these cards came out on TikTok a couple of days ago. So it's like, well, the marriage and the anxiety, like, I feel like there's a person here who has mixed emotions, you know, or maybe both of you do. One of you want to, you know, there's this feeling of wanting to keep going, but there's insecurities. I think this is about this is a little bit about thoughts, right? Give me some time to think about it. And this is being in your head. So somebody might be an overthinker here. Let's see what the characteristics are here with Cherry on top characteristic cards. Let's see what we got. We have water nurturing. Okay, and fire fun, fire confidence. We need a lot of, I could use a little more fire in my side because I don't have a lot of fire in my chart. Water empath. And air flexible. All good things. So, all right, let's see what your charms have to say. I guess I'll skip this up. So I'm feeling like, we see we had marriage and marriage here. This is kind of amazing. You know, like this could be all these in between cards could be the journey in between, right? There's this feeling like there's an uncertainty, and there seems to be something that the person's in their head about, somebody's in their head about a lot, but it looks like the bigger picture and the final destination is marriage here. So I'm going to use this tray. I was going to use my little one. I'm going to use this tray. Okay. Marriage. See? Crazy stuff. Okay. was so hoping that we get a marble. I like to play with the marbles. All right, so so this marble is the one that I designate for the planet Mercury, and it is about communication. So I feel like communication is key here in this situation, relationship. If you can get around, if you can get past something that's holding you back as far as being able to express yourself, then this is full steam ahead. Then you'll really be able to understand each other and know where, know your true feelings. But it looks like a lot of beautiful feelings here. Maybe somebody's going to read your, reach out a hand. This is a skeleton hand, so maybe there's a bones, something with the bones. Carpal tunnel. I feel like it could be palm reading too. Something in the future though that's going to be happening. So maybe on the 5th of a month, or this is supposed to be for this week. So, but it's also timeless, So whatever you're vibing with, 5th, 12th, 13th, it all could be true. I was just watching a little Doctor Who. I'm like, yeah, time. It's like it's tripping me out, man. It's like making me like, what day is it today? Where am I? What am I doing? Do I already know you? So save the planet. Like, your destination, your ultimate destination is this is your goal. Okay, so this is who you are. Where you are is, oh my goodness, you have the wedding ring. So you're some part of in your time travel. There's the place where you land, where you are married. Okay, now wherever you are right now, it may not seem that way. You're like, what? That don't make no sense to me right now. That makes no sense at all. Like, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it's actually happening out there somewhere, and the future is, is almost the same as the present. It's just in it's in a matrix, it's just in a different dimension. It's in a different, time isn't linear. It's like an overlapping web like that, and we're just somewhere at some point, but there's just a whole nother layer below us or above us or somewhere that's actually another thing happening at the same time. I see it as dimensions. The reason why I kind of know that that's true is I've had these dimensional shifts before and it happened in a very beautiful place, in church, but it was not in the church, it was in the choir room. But in the choir room, I was singing this amazing song and with my fellow choir members, right? And the harmony blew me away. It was like hearing that harmony was hearing like angels. And it literally felt like my head was floating off my head. And then I could see the past, present, and future all at once. And it was just like this matrix of things, like visions popping in my head. And a certain person that I could see. And all of this all happening at once. And then it went away. But it was a precious moment, and I feel like I wish I could get to that kind of sensation again. It was almost like an out-of-body experience. Anyway, but time is a funny thing, so just watch it swing by as the pendulum swings. Okay, let's keep looking at this. So let's do things to ground us again. Work in your garden or work outside. Put your feet in the ground. We've got St. Joseph, the patron saint of daddies. We have the letter C here. We have the little deer. Like, focus on the little precious things in your life, whether they're animals, pets, or people that love you, people who are innocent, the younger ones. The kids, even if they're not your own kids, the kids in your life, Okay, so and then we have the Little Mermaid. I was going, what I wanted to do today for markers was do a marker for Big Ben, actually the clock tower, because it's like time again, right? And I'll have to do it for next week, and we'll talk all about time all over again. But because of Capricorn, and Capricorn's going to keep us grounded. But the Little Mermaid, I was going to do like set up first meetings too, like first meeting images. So I had the first meeting of Cinderella and the Prince, you know, and that was kind of funny because Cinderella and the Prince, you know, she didn't know he was the prince. And then there's Ariel and Eric. Well, she definitely knows he's the prince, but he doesn't know who she is, and she can't speak when they meet. And then there's Aladdin and Jasmine, where he doesn't know she's the princess. So you know how these stories go. There's always like something that's like not really, is sort of hidden in the very first meeting, you know, something not completely out in the open. And that's what we have to work on to get to know each other. But you do have the key to each other's heart. And here's another mermaid. Mermaids represent sweet and deep and loving energy, good communication. Oh, look, you have an invitation, and because the clover's with it, I think this is a lucky invitation. So it could be to a concert or something like that, but it just means an invitation. And there could be some cord cutting here, and the good guys coming in to save the day. And I'm thinking, since you had two mermaids come out, I'm gonna pull from the Sea Melodies cards for you too. All right. I'm just going to take this one. You have rescue, help others in need, or ask for assistance when you need it. So I feel like Little Mermaid is perfect for that, because she helped Eric when he was in need. And then I feel like, you know, innocent creatures or people, or the innocent, you know, we have the daddy figure here too, like helping the smaller, helping the innocent, and also keeping in mind sometimes a situation, there's innocent parties involved. So we don't want to harm the innocent in the situation, right? Right. All right. Well, I hope you like that. Big hugs to my subscribers. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. There's lots of different buttons hanging around. At the end, there should be one at the end, in the end notes, the little circle there, that's a subscriber button. Also over there, there's like a fairy floating around. Down below, there should be some subscriber buttons. I would really love to have you join this channel and become a sparkle of light, and just enjoy all these weekly readings and other messages. I'm right now, I have a twin flame monthly reading going on. Just go look for your sun sign or moon sign or rising sign, and I'll be having lots of other readings coming up too soon. So enjoy that. Those of you who hung out with me last night in my live, I really appreciate all your loving support. Come see me on Friday night as well. All right, I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, so pile number 2, you have this little sexy devil. So this guy kind of makes me think of Gene Simmons, like a young, fine Gene Simmons. Also, these devils, like the fallen angel devils, make me think of Chris Angel a little bit as well. But there's like, you know, these are bonds tying the male and female together, which this one actually does feel a little bit more like a twin flame situation. But the material, you know, aspect of coming down into union, the 3D, the difficulty of 3D, right? But also it does feel like being sort of a slave to something that's kind of harsh or difficult. And so it's a conflicting feeling here, but let's just look at it as Capricorn. Okay. All right, so let's see what your romantic fairy has to say. So we got a bunch of cards came out in pile 1. Oh, we have third party. So yeah, and that could be the, you know, like the devil could represent the vice, the details, the karmic. But actually, in pile one, I had a feel kind of a karmic feeling as well. Which card seemed karmic to me? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, and this devil needs to go in the waiting room. Okay. Let's just do another one. Let's see what your potential is, because pile one went all the way straight to future potential. Wow, so this is your soulmate, you know? Let's see if we can get one more. Where is this soulmate thing headed? Lasting love. Okay, so just like pile one, there is a long-term situation here, but you might be in a third party scenario. Doesn't always mean a third person. Third party can also represent that third thing, that outside entity. So it's kind of like, you know, it's like the devil that interferes in the relationship. It doesn't have to be a person, but it could be like, you know, maybe somebody's self-confidence issues, or somebody's addiction to something, or drugs, or whatever. Third party often, like in Doreen's deck, it's called codependency. And the codependency on a thing, you know, and a vice is just as bad as a codependency on a person. And being codependent on a person is also a type of addiction. And it's something that, you know, somebody needs to face. All right, well, let's see what the Faery Forecast has to say. And I know, like, twin flames feel like they're codependent on each other, because it's such a magnetic pull, and it makes them get a little obsessive and go a little crazy. But it's a whole different thing, whole different dynamic. You know, it's like this. It's like, well, it's like the cold of the outside and the warmth of the inside. So I feel like there's a possibility here you might be able to get away from the world and just be alone with your person, just the two of you, safe from society, safe from the rest of the world, safe from prying eyes, or safe from opinionated people, or, you know, the views of others. This is a little hermit to me, like a little bit like a hermit card, except that it's a home and it's warm. So I wanted this card to represent the contrast between the warmth of the hearth, the home, and the coolness of the air outside, you know. And yeah, snow flurries, because it's about forecast. So that it also could forecast for some of you during the cold season is when you'll have a connection together, or something shifts or changes for you guys. All right, and then those of you who are in the southern hemisphere, that could be happening right now. So Australia, who is it? Jolene that's in Australia. A lot of my friends are in Australia. Oh no, Jolene's Alaska. Who's in well, anyway, shout out to my Australians and my southern hemisphere people. If you're southern hemisphere, comment below please and let me know, and I'll give you a big hug and kiss. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. What's coming up for you guys? What is coming up? Ooh, the Enchantress. Somebody's about to be enchanted here, or getting a glow up, or, you know, the Enchantress is a lot like the High Priestess, you know, very knowledgeable and tuned with herself, but also sort of tempting, like very kind of devilish, you know, tempting and mesmerizing and seductive. It's a little bit hard to resist the Enchantress, but the Enchantress is always there for good, as the good intentions and a lesson to be learned. But deep down inside, know that the Queen of Pentacles represents a good woman, a mother, loving, good with children. She's the package. So if you see yourself here, this is you, you're the package. Or if you are looking for a woman, then she is a beautiful person. She is the one that you want. This, or these could be your choices, because here we go with the Three of Swords with the third party again. This is definitely a choice. Somebody has a choice between this mesmerizing, beguiling, and the Queen of Pentacles. But I definitely feel like the Queen of Pentacles and the Enchantress could be one and the same, because they're just two sides of the same person, possibly, you know? And maybe somebody here is feeling a heartache of not being accepted for the fact that they're not just, you know, they're not just, you know, alluring and seductive, but they're also a very loving and devoted and loyal and dedicated person. Maybe that's the pain of the third thing, you know, not being seen in that kind of light, you know. So I hear that. I hear several scenarios here. I hear the first one was possible choices. The second one is two parts of the same. The third is you know, is that, you know, heartbreak for not being accepted for who you are. Maybe just the facade, but not the person underneath. And then another possibility is the actual heartbreak of having to deal with an actual third party, having to see, like the feminine having to see the masculine entertaining or being seductive with somebody else, or being close and connected to someone else, and maybe feeling left out. Because we, like in pile one, we had the feeling left out card came out. So, you know, that's where I thought possibly the third party thing was I was about to say toxic, but it doesn't have to be toxic. Could be. I mean, just because it's karmic doesn't always mean it's toxic, but sometimes it is. So let's just see what their messages are. So what are the messages with the beige cards from your person, whoever this may be? It could be a crush, could be something more. I don't want to be rejected, so I stay silent. I feel safer not knowing the outcome. Let's see what else. Sometimes I wonder if I'm good enough for you. Okay, so that could be the issue here with the devil. Do you forgive me? Okay, maybe they did something they shouldn't have done. You are my angel. I want to kiss you. The sound of your voice lingers in my mind. Well, that's nice. All right. Let's see what the Divine Feminine has to say in response, the pink cards. And, you know, this doesn't have to be feminine. It could be more of the masculine, or that could be the feminine, however you want to see it. Or this is just all the person talking here. Your patience and love is keeping this going. Feels like more of the same. Feel like the person who's talking to you, my past is catching up to me. And that happens, you know. A deep love is about healing, and all those past wounds are rising to the surface and being healed. Even if you thought they were healed once, which I thought they were all healed once, but here they come again. You know. And then you have, where are you? I think that came out in pile one as well. I'm scared. Yeah. So I did a cute little comparison thing. Let's see if that works for these guys. Let's see. Let's see. Like a little conversation thing. All right. I don't want to be rejected, so I stay silent. I feel safe for not knowing the outcome. Your patience and love is keeping this going. Sometimes I wonder if I'm good enough for you. My past is catching up to me. Do you forgive me? Where are you? You're my angel. I'm scared. I want to kiss you. And let's get one more. My heart is yearning for you. The sound of your voice lingers in my mind. I feel like these last exchange right here is like their real true feelings. You know, there's so much ego in the way of this, but and deep down, it's, you know, one person can't stop thinking of the other, and the other longs for the other. It's still there, you know, a yearning. All right, let's see about the Enchanted Embrace. Some love lyrics and other messages. How did I get so lucky? I love your smile. I get sad, I don't know what to do. I get so sad, I don't know what to do. How wonderful life is with you in this world. All right, how wonderful life is. And if you want to check out my TikTok, I have one where I sing the messages to you, so you might want to check that out if you haven't already. Let's see how they're feeling. Okay, they're intrigued. I would like to check that out. Feeling like I should investigate these clues. I feel like I should listen to your TikToks and hear your messages. They're feeling joyful, feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. It's like the best feeling to be like with your twin flame, for example, and the worst, like almost like, oh, you want to throw up when you're not can't be with them, or there's things in the way, you know. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes we make it through the days with the space and we survive, and other times it hits us real hard. Then there's attraction. You're so beautiful to me. Ooh, and courage. So pile 1, they're ready to propose. Pile 2, they're encouraged. I will win your heart no matter what it takes. You're so precious to me. So this could be the lead up, you know, to the pile 1, the topsy-turvy pile. I might just leave it like that and see if you guys get upset about it. I don't know. I'll just say I'll blame it on Capricorn full moon and my talks of Doctor Who or something. Okay, so let's see what this final cherry on top is. What are their characteristics? What are the characteristics here? Fun. Water, empath. Air, flexible. Earth, chivalrous. My favorites. One more. Air, humanitarian. I like that one too. Okay, let's get some charms. We'll gather all these together. So I'm sorry, you guys, but this is third-party pile. I hate that feeling, but you know what? The good news is, I feel like something is going to get cleared up, you know. It's just having to deal with that something extra out there that you just didn't want to deal with. But see, the promise is the lasting love. You know, you're going to get to the lasting love. And he's working on it, or she's working on it, you know. They're encouraged. So that's what could be tying pile 1 and pile 2 together. I don't often do that, but it feels like to me like these piles might be connecting, and pile 2 is part of the process, you know, feeling encouraged towards this, and pile 1 is the getting married. So let's see what your charms say. We even had the ring come out in pile 1. So that's encouraging. Okay. Man, I am so mad at myself for doing that. Topsy-turvy, topsy-turvy. That's from the Hunchback. Topsy-turvy. I'll put this on this side. Okay. Oh, you get a marble too. I love when the marbles come out. Oh my gosh, and you get a ring too. All right, so your marble is the blue marble of Venus, which is the love marble. So good job. Oh, and you have the twin flame here. You have the twin flame symbol. So, yep. And you have Tinkerbell, who's going to sprinkle some pixie dust on you. You have coffee lovers. Maybe you guys will have a coffee date together. I read that one of the best dates to have with a person is like a coffee or warm beverage date. It's better to do coffee than ice cream because it's something about your chemistry. It literally warms you to the other person and makes you feel more connected than if you did the cold drinks. So try that, try that. All right, and then you have somebody might be working out, getting strong and fit. You have a wish and sure. It's a rock solid situation. Here we go again with the scissors, and they came out in pile 1. Some cord cutting, so that could be that third party. But the sun's coming out, and that's really good. That's just shining on everything and making it a better place. Look, you got the you have the gypsy, which reminds me a little bit of the Enchantress. And so this is saying that there's truth in the cards. Your fortune is in the cards. Your future is at hand. Listen to the fortune tellers. Listen to those that are trying to guide you, but also listen to your higher self and your spirit guides, and meditate. And there's a transformation coming. You've got HK. When I say HK, I don't know why I always think of the leader Krantz. I don't know why they're LK but not HK. Anyway, but it could be like a club, somebody's initials, or represent Hong Kong. And here we have this is like the holy grail of love, an amazing, overflowing, abundant love here. And they are your soulmate and your best friend, like Flounder. He's so dirty, he needs a bath. And then you've got the rooster, so that could represent somebody's Chinese zodiac sign. It could represent a wake-up call, awakening, getting up early, and being cocky. All right. Well, I hope you like pile 2, even if it has its rocky moments. It's not like, if you know this is you just know what it is. Oh man, I'm in the third party pile. Well, I already knew that. You don't have to tell me that. And then the next part is saying, well, what's going to happen next? And then what I see is a lot of promise and potential. So that's encouraging, and that's exciting. See, encouraged. Okay. So thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. All right, and check out the description box for all the links where you can reach me. I have this on sale in my at Etsy, and I'm making playing cards, but now the little mini version's out at half the cost with the cutest little box. I'll show it to you real quick. So this is out now on Make Playing Cards, and it has, so isn't that so cute? Aww. So go check that out, and I'd be happy, if you can buy a whole ton of them. There's no limit on Make Playing Cards. Well, I'll order some for my Etsy shop, but they run out pretty fast. Alrighty, so I'm going to move on to the next. If you're not a subscriber, please join us and become part of the Sparkles of Lights here. This community is very amazing. And thank you all for who came out last night to my live. I really appreciate it. It was a wonderful time. I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, hi. And here we have pile 3 with this sexy devil that comes from my holograph. Well, You can find it in the silver edition and the holographic edition of the Enchanted Romance. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to tell you guys, when I was making this guy, somebody said, "Oh, his eyes are so white, you know, like that looks creepy." And I said, okay." So I added eyes. I added my eyes. I photoshopped my eyes into his face. So this devil, like, I don't know if you can tell, has my eyes. You can't tell, but anyway, yeah. Oh goodness, it's something silly that I do, but I do stuff like that. So this one now, every devil card has its feeling. This one, it feels a little bondagey, a little S&M to me. I know this is like the fallen angel. This also kind of has this dom sub kind of vibration, you know, like the masculine in this particular masculinity is also dominant, and the feminine in this submissive form is also submissive, not receptive and submissive. And they don't necessarily have to be one and the same, but I researched the whole, you know, the relationship between masculine and feminine, in, you know, the different roles that the feminine and the masculine play, and how it relates to this kind of sexual relationship in a sense. And what I found was real interesting. So that's a possible, you know, scenario here, not necessarily, but I just find it as it represents the material, and sometimes the devil represents the material that's out of balance, you know, a little bit too much of a good thing, right? But to me, it represents the, like, in a twin flame sense, it represents the twin flames being able to come down into the 3D and unite in a physical place. Now, for everybody else, this is just Capricorn, okay? That just represents Capricorn and a sexy devil. All right, let's see what the romantic fairy has to say. All right, let's see. We got, ooh, freedom. This relationship allows you healthy space and room to breathe. And that is exactly like the best relationships are like that. Not the codependent relationships. Those are the ones who you feel tied to somebody, but in the wrong way, like the ball and chain, you know. Marriage is a good thing, and it's depicted as the ball and chain. It doesn't have to be the ball and chain. It can represent a happy union, you know, that's symbolized with a ring, right? But and then the twin flame relationship is about is the two halves coming whole, but yet still feeling completely who you are within your own self, you know, like you're not losing any part of yourself to be with this other person. You're just completely melding and meshing with this other person. So that's a really beautiful thing. I'm gonna get at least one more. Everybody else got 2 or 3, I mean. Let's see. What's this one? Marriage again. So pile 1 had marriage and pile 3. So maybe you are gonna go look at pile 1. Maybe I foresee it. Okay, what's this one? All right. And a natural evolution, yeah. So you're evolving. Pile 1 probably is the happily ever after, but this is kind of the, this is kind of where you start to realize what's happening, this evolution of your relationship. You know, go with the flow and let the situation unfold naturally. Don't try to force anything. That's what happens too, like when you watch these videos about your future and the predictions and all of that, I'm hoping that it helps you manifest something into your world which you desire, but I don't want you to sabotage yourself, or I don't want you to have such high expectations that you stunt the growth or you keep it from happening, because that can happen too. Like this sort of sometimes you get too high in expectations and it interferes with these manifesting energies. So just be loose and enjoy and go with the flow. Let's see what speaking of future, let's find out anyway. Okay, fairy forecast. What do the fairies forecast for you in your future? Oh, you got the playful lambs. Well, that seems pretty clear to me, like playing with your pets, or if you have kids or somebody else's kids, or if you work in a daycare, or watching children at play, or the joy of children, or the joy and laughter of anything that, I mean, my little kitten, he's still tiny, but you can tell he's developing in other ways, because now when he's walking around the room like he doesn't care, you know, he's not wobbling, he has strength. And instead of crying all the time or like making meow meow noises, now he's like making little fighting noises, or like he's grabbing at things and pouncing and jumping around. He even tried to jump on my bed, this itty bitty thing. So Kitty's antics always bring a smile on my face, and I think that's something that you can focus on and enjoy, you know, the antics of these sweet little innocent type of energies out there. We had a little bit of that in pile 1 as well. That kind of innocent energy came out. All right, well, let's get back to the not innocent stuff. Let's find out. We're going to use the beige cards and see what your messages are from your person. What are your messages? My heart is telling me just do it, but my mind is conflicted. Okay. Sometimes I wonder if I'm good enough for you. That one came out also. I'm sorry for all the pain that I have caused you. I need you to know that it hurts me knowing that I hurt you. I can't count the times I almost said what was on my mind. You are the one that I want to be with. I want to hold you. I am mentally conflicted. There you go. A lot of conflict in their minds. And I feel like in pile 1 it was I kind of got this sense that they were oh, I forgot the tarot. I got the sense that they were overthinkers. I don't know if I did the tarot in pile 2, but let's get the feminine response here, and then we'll go back to tarot, okay? The pink one's feminine response, or more of the masculine, or your person, whoever your person is. Of course, not necessarily the masculine is your person. Your person could be feminine. All right, let's see. What are the pink cards saying? Your patience and love is keeping this going. Little boys on bikes, motorcycles. Whee, it's fun to ride motorcycles. You are the song of my soul. I still hurt from the past. The distance and silence are my ways of protecting you. Okay, and then I'll promise what I did the last time. I'll do what I did to the other person's. The other piles. Make it like a conversation. Okay. Here we go. I am mentally conflicted. You're what? I am conflicted. My heart is telling me just do it, but my mind is conflicted. Your patience and love is keeping this going. Sometimes I wonder if I'm good enough for you. I'm still hurt from the past. Oh wait, either this one should be like this. I'm sorry for all the pain that I have caused you. I need you to know that it hurts me knowing that I hurt you, and I'm still hurt from the past. And sometimes I wonder if I'm good enough for you, so maybe pushing you away. You are the song of my soul. I want to hold you. The distance and the silence are my ways of protecting you. I can't count the times I almost said what was on my mind. Let's see what else. Text me. You're the one that I want to be with. What else? Do you really love me? Okay, let's find out. Let's find out with the tarot. Do they really love you? Or do you really love them? All right, let's see what we got. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. You've got the happily ever after, the Ten of Pentacles, which goes with marriage too. And that, you know, represents the legacy. And I love that there's music there and children. You also have the King of Pentacles, also about commitment and putting down a firm foundation and, you know, fulfilling promises, making promise that they plan to keep, you know. They're there for you. And this could actually be a Capricorn here, Virgo or Taurus even. Let's see what else. And then the Fool is all about the journey. It's interesting, the Fool, how the Fool is coming out as the third card and not the beginning card. But the Fool, because the Fool represents beginnings. The Fool represents faith and taking the leap of faith into this journey. But I've also read a lot of Fool cards that represent the whole full circle, like the beginning and the end at once. You know, just the journey itself. And so the Fool at the end is also making me think of the innocent and the children and the, you know, the pure at heart, because the Fool kind of represents a naive quality. Some people may see it as naive, and other people see it as brave and full of faith. You know, the Fool of Faithers out there. By the way, hello, Fool of Faithers. If you're a Fool of Faither, comment below. Thank you for being part of this. Right before I forget, I'm gonna call you guys out. My Fool of Faithers are Ash, Sunny King, Anastasia, Claudia Coxus, and Wesley. Thank you guys. I have a whole bunch of other people to call out later, but I just wanted to thank you, Fool of Faithers. You know, it means a lot to me when you choose a certain tier that represents, you know, this movement towards a positive destiny. So, because the very first step on my channel is faith, trust, and pixie dust. Faith is the very first thing you have to do. It's like knowing something without having proof of it and just going for it. And that's the leap of faith. All right, so let's see now. Love songs and love lyrics and just other loving messages, or not so loving, I don't know. I have a few that are kind of just regular messages. So you have, ooh, your hair shimmers in the moonlight. And I want to make love to you. That's nice. There's a bunch, but here we go. You are my destiny. I feel you in my bones. You make me feel alive. You're so beautiful to me. You are wonderful. I'm having a little deja vu, but it's not so much deja vu. It's almost like a pile I did long ago felt a lot like this one. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Let's see now. How are they feeling? How's your person feeling about you, about themselves, or the relationship? Or just, I don't know, feelings. What's going on? All right, they're mad about something. What are they mad about? They could be mad about themselves. Oh my gosh, they feel like maybe they feel like you cheated on them, or they're seeing something they're jealous about, or they're just angry. They don't know how to express these feelings, and so instead of expressing these feelings, I don't know, they do something not so good and a little bit drastic. But I don't feel like they haven't taken any action yet. They're just, it's kind of like a bottled up feeling. They don't know what to do. And all they know is when they see you with somebody else, they want the floor to swallow them whole. And this is kind of like me saying, like when I drew this card, I was like, oh silly, this is my brother, or this is my best friend and he's gay, or something like that. You know, like you're judging the picture by just what you see, but you don't know all the facts. And so it's important for whoever's doing the judging to make sure you get the facts, and for whoever is doing the acts here to be sure to be honest about what's going on. And so another thing, like, you might want to watch the is that blood? I don't know. You might want to watch the full moon reading, because one of those piles does kind of, I feel like it was pile 1, had something to do with secrets being cleared up, things that you might have been worried about being cleared up. So if you are one of those people or think that there's something going on and it makes you angry or whatever, it's time now with the full moon in Capricorn and Mercury going direct that these misconceptions are going to clear out, okay? So then somebody's working up, your person's working up the courage to talk to you and connect again, feeling nostalgic, feeling like I've known you my whole life. Maybe we've met before in past life. I have fond memories. All right, so let's see now. Let's put a little cherry on top. Okay, we've got water tender, water sensitive, fire playful, earth chivalrous, anything else? I think that's it. I love chivalrous, that's my favorite one. Anything else? Nothing else is flipping. Okay, that's it for that pile. All right, so let's keep all of this up. So definitely look at you. You two also have 2 marriage cards. Like pile 1 had 2 symbols of marriage. One was in the little cards, but yours is in your tarot. This is like the legacy, the happily ever after. And maybe even the playful lambs is about having kids. Ooh, or maybe it's about silencing the lambs. Okay. And so there you guys are. Let's see. Emboldened. Feeling emboldened. There's could be a practice, a trial, rehearsal here. Somebody's practicing saying something to you. All right, we'll put the devil over there. We got marriage again, and put this way. If we need any of those cards, I'll snatch them up. Let's get our charms. All right. Is anything up my sleeve? Nope. Oh, yay, we got another marble. Whee! I love the marbles. And this time you have the yellow marble, which represents, what's the yellow one? Mercury? Mercury. So yellow for Mercury. Hold on, I'm going to check my door. We'll see who there. So let's get back to the reading. So look, you have the beast. The beast is the masculine in transition here. And so your person is definitely going to go through some changes here. Also, you have Lieutenant Destimentaeus. So very masculine man here, very masculine. There could be a change of residences, a home. But yeah, I was thinking the yellow marble is Mercury, so communication. And then the bowler hat, I feel like this represents a past life. Oh, you have the top hat too. I feel like with the 2 hats, a man of many hats, like wearing many hats or having lots of jobs, or you know, being very oh yeah, like an actor type, or somebody who just has many roles in their life, takes care of lots of different things. Oh, and you have the little robot who, you know, maybe on the surface looks kind of like a nerd or, you know, unemotional, but they have way more love than you realize. There's a lot of music here. There's a bunny rabbit represents a lot of sexual activity and getting excited. And they have the letter, is that a V? I think that's a V or a G. Oh gosh, okay. G. And then we have San Juan from like Puerto Rico. You have Saint Dymphna, who's the patron saint of people who have depression and anxiety. So if you're somebody like that, then call upon Saint Dymphna and she can help you. And Saint Joseph, the daddy, I think he came out in pile 1 too. And you have the key to anything. You can open up any door. You're very creative. The sewing machine is about, and also I see the sewing machine sometimes is representing a computer too, or just electronics in general, like being using tools and things to create. The flamingo is all about an unusual type. So having somebody who has an unusual personality or kind of stands out, maybe you have colored hair, pink hair, something that makes you a little bit different, but you're very balanced. You know how to balance. You know how to balance everything in your life. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you like that. Please feel free to comment below. Thumbs up if you like that. Check out the channel. Check out my description box. Big hugs to my subscribers. Thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you be part of the Sparkles of Light community here. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you want to become a member, I already shouted out my Full of Faithers, but I'll shout out the rest of my tiers under the join button. You can press that and pick a tier. The top tier is the Platinum Pixies with Lupe C, Cheryl Borelli, and Claudia Lane. We have Golden Fairy tier. We have the Twin Flame tier with Luisa Silva, the Full of Faithers, who I shouted out, my Sparkles of Light, AA, Jessica D, Mona, Patricia, Chrissy, Amanda, Jaden, and Brian, and my patrons, Trini, Melanie, Emma, and now Sylvie is new to the patron page. That's where I post a lot of my artwork and things that you can see me designing for upcoming decks that I'm making. So yeah, check out the Patreon page too, and you can pick a tier there and also help support this channel and support my artwork. So I really appreciate everybody and all of what you do to help me. Thank you those who came out last night to visit me on my live, and I'll be going live again on Friday. So I'll see you all later. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.